Okay. So again, I wanted to talk a little bit about SAID writing. This afternoon, we're going to be practicing this, but right now we're going to just do it as a quick exercise. So I'd like you to take notes. SAID stands for S stands for setting. That's like being able to see where you are, describing where you are. I equals inner thought. D equals dialogue. S is setting, A is action, I is inner thought, and D is dialogue. So you want to use your words to create kind of like a movie. So let's say right now I'm looking at you guys on Zoom and I want to write this moment like it's a movie. First of all, I'm going to describe my setting. So sitting on, oh, sorry, I'm writing on the wrong thing. I'm writing in the chat. Here we go. Sitting, oh, what is going on? Here we go. Sitting on a hard office chair, I stared at my computer screen. 22 friendly faces peered back at me. Oops. At me. Okay. So I've got some description. If you were to close your eyes right now and listen to those words, would you have a picture of where I am? Would you be able to see it? Or should I describe the room more? I was upstairs in my daughter's old room with the morning sunlight glaring in my eyes. Okay. These are setting details to help you see where you are. In a moment, I'm going to have you guys write a setting detail. Actually, why doesn't everybody right now write one sentence that describes where you are? You can do it on your piece of paper or you can do it in the chat if you want. So write one sentence that's a setting sentence that describes where you are. And then I want some people to share those so that we get an idea of a sentence. Is my screen still frozen or can you see it?
It's still frozen.
You can't see my whiteboard right now, or can you?
I mean, your screen is just white, but I can't see it.
Oh, really? How about now? I think I had to get rid of the text box. Okay. So this is my detail. Sitting on a hard office chair, I stared at my computer screen. 22 friendly faces peered back at me. I was upstairs in my daughter's old room with the morning sunlight glaring in my eyes. That is my setting detail. Everybody write a setting detail right now. Is anyone ready to read their sentence or two? Shu, go ahead, read your sentence.
So it's pretty short right now, but I was eating dinner, having a pleasant time.
Okay, I can't quite see the room. See if you can put some more details in.
I'm still thinking of it, but yeah, I'm still thinking of the setting detail.
Eating dinner at the kitchen table. Okay, who else has a sentence they'll read for me? I know it's 9, but you don't have class till 9:10. Guys, who's got a sentence they'll read for me? Who can describe where they're sitting right now? Setting. Like I'm looking in Megan's room and I'm like, the light lilac colors of my walls calmed me as I sat on my bed typing on my computer. Something like that. Or Amadi, go ahead. You gonna read me yours?
What?
You're supposed to be writing a sentence that describes the room you're in right now. A sentence describing your room. Who's got one? Evie, have you got one? You look like you do. Have you got a sentence for me?
No.
All right, go ahead, Megan. Read me yours.
I was in my messy bedroom with its comforting purple walls.
Beautiful. Okay, you guys, that is a setting description. Can you see where she is? Our next thing we're going to do is A, which stands for action. Okay, and when I say action, I want it to be little actions so that you can see it like a movie. So if somebody was watching this movie of me sitting here right now, how can I describe my actions? Okay, I'm going to say, let's see. Pursing, do you see me do my lips like this? Pursing my lips I tried to think of how to describe my actions. Then my fingers flew rapidly over the keys, typing out the message for my students. Okay, and let me release that. There we go, my action. Pursing my lips, I tried to think how to describe my actions. Then my fingers flew rapidly over the keys, typing out the message for my students. I have a couple of typos in there, but that's okay. I'm going fast. So right now, describe your actions. So like, for example, Amadi is sitting there with his knees up to his chin. I would say that I tucked my knees up to my chin, listening to my teacher. Liam might say, swiveling in my chair. I played with my stapler, thinking of what to write. I couldn't think of what to write. Megan might say, peering down. I tried to write as quickly as possible. My fingers were getting cramped, right? These are actions, little actions that make people able to see you in the story. So a lot of times kids will tell me a story and it's almost like they're in a dark room and I can't see them at all because they don't describe their actions at all. So describe a little action. Like right now, look at Amoy, leaning on my elbow. I tilted my head to the side and tried to think what to write, right? I see you leaning and tilting your head. Those are great details. Yeah, Megan, go ahead.
I was tapping my pencil against my table, listening to my teacher.
Excellent. That little tapping thing, it really helps you see that moment. Christian, have you got one for me?
I redid my setting and I have a short like action, like not super short, but kind of short.
Just say it, Shu.
Okay, so my setting was I was eating dinner at a round black table in the dining room on a cloudy summer day and it was light and relaxing. And then my action is I was drinking water while eating dinner and watching my tablet at the table.
Okay, so we start with, and you don't have to do these in order, but you need to have all of this in your writing. And it is a good way to write. Just ask yourself, what's a setting detail? What's an action detail? What's an inner thought detail? So by inner thought, I mean, what are you thinking or feeling right now? So for me, like I'm sitting here and I'm looking at you and I'm wondering, are you understanding me? So I might say inner thought, are the kids understanding this? I wondered. And actually right now I'm wondering if it's big enough. Let's go for a bigger font. How did I make that bigger before? Text. I know I made it bigger before, but I'm not sure how. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, are the kids understanding this, I wondered? Oh, that's maybe too big. Oh, well, go to 24. There we go. So inner thought is like what you're thinking or feeling. Are we gonna miss PE, I wondered? I thought, will Ms. Laws ever stop talking? Those are all inner thoughts. And I'm just gonna finish this up right now because we don't have a lot of time and I wanna get this done for the morning in case you missed the afternoon meeting. Our last thing you want to include is actual dialogue. The things that somebody, the exact words that come out of someone's mouth. So you don't say, my mother called me to dinner. Instead, you say the words that she actually said to you. So right now, I said to you, you put it in quotation marks. You put it in quotation marks. I explained. So with this one, the dialogue is the exact word that come out of someone's mouth. So I put a quotation mark here and this is what I said. You put it in quotation marks. Now, I didn't say I explained out loud to you guys. I mean, I did read it, but I wasn't saying that to you. So the part that's not the part that comes out of my mouth, the part that helps put this into context, you put outside of the quotation marks. And here's a couple of little tricks. Inside the quotation marks, it's always like a new sentence. So you start with a capital letter and you end with an end mark. It can be a comma, a period, and the end mark is inside the quotation marks. Always, there's always an end mark inside the quotation marks. Okay? So right now, write a quote of what somebody said. And a lot of you did a great job of including quotations in your writing. We're going to do more with this afternoon, but I just wanted to get you guys started. I need to let you go now because you have got specials. Are you still there? So I'm going to